Today we're going to be talking about Suikoden for the PlayStation 1, or Suikoden as I've heard some people say. Now this game came out in 1996 for the PlayStation 1, as I mentioned, as an early PlayStation RPG. This game is actually kind of cool. Suikoden has had, I think 4 or 5 entries in its series since the initial release here. And I think this game is kind of interesting for what it's worth. So basically you start off as this kid whose father is a major general for the Empire. And basically, even though in the beginning of the game you're working for the Empire, naturally you kind of turn against them. And I'm not really going to get much in the story for spoilers, but what makes this game cool is, one, the soundtrack is fantastic, and also what's interesting is in most RPGs you really have a limited amount of characters for your team. In this game you can have, I think, about 108 characters that you can kind of put on your team that you get to recruit and join your army throughout the game. And each character has different abilities, different strengths. There's special moves that are imposed by things called runes in this game, that only certain characters can hold certain runes, but it allows them to have special attack. You can also do team attacks, that if you have certain players on your team while you're playing, there's an option when you're doing combat called Unite, which allows them to both attack the same enemy. Now this is traditional turn-based combat, but that doesn't hold the game down. You know, I've been playing this game with the Pound HDMI cable for the PS1, PS2, and the game on a 50-inch 4K TV looks fantastic. It's very much akin to what early PS1 games were, where they kind of had that Super Nintendo aesthetic to it, with minor 3D elements which make them unique. Now, I know the cover of this game, it doesn't really do it justice. This is definitely worth the playthrough. And if you're down for a traditional JRPG from that era, which is the same era that Earthbound was coming out, that Chrono Trigger was coming out, it definitely, I think, holds up. Now, the game isn't overly difficult by any means. There are some parts where I had to go back and grind, but there are ways that if you got the right items at certain points of the game, it does allow you to kind of make your adventure a little bit easier. Now, there's not a huge map in this game, but that does its benefit. You know, the game is only a 15 to 20 hour game. I beat it in about 16 hours. And for that short of a time period for a JRPG, you get a very good adventure. You know, nothing about this game felt drawn out. There wasn't really any fetch quests in it, at least in the main story. Now, when it comes to side quests, I don't know if there's a lot of them. Certain things you had to do to recruit certain members into your army, like be at a certain level or bring people certain things, but nothing about it, as I mentioned, felt drawn out. I definitely think for a game that's now 23 years old, wow, this is definitely worth the play. That's just my quick little opinion on Suikoden for the PlayStation 1. I'm hoping to play the other games in the series, as this was a really fun game. So, what were your memories of Suikoden? What did you think of the game? Leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you have any questions, as always, also leave those in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, go check this one out. The game only goes for about $20-$25 at this point. And I definitely think, if you're looking for a short RPG adventure, this game is definitely worth the play. It's definitely held up to the ages. It doesn't feel dated by any means. It just feels fun. Check this one out. Until next time, I'll catch you later, guys. See you, bye.